If you're navigating through menopause, it can be a whirlwind of unsettling changes. Your energy levels, sleep quality, and mood are often affected. But the way your body manages food changes a little bit too. So if you ever find yourself wondering, what should I eat to feel my best and keep my hormones balanced, you're definitely not alone. And let me tell you, there's no shortage of confusion when it comes to knowing what to eat through menopause. The not knowing of what to eat more or less of can oftentimes be paralyzing. All of the protocols, food products, and supplements developed for this special time in our life can make it almost impossible to stick with a healthy way of eating that doesn't leave us with questions hanging over our head. Am I doing this right? Is this making a difference? Am I going to feel worse? I want to dial it back a little bit and start with something much more basic and easy to answer. So today I want to ease into healthy foods by talking about good for you carbohydrates. There's certainly plenty of unhealthy choices that we can make when it comes to carbs, but I want to lay out the healthiest carbohydrates you should eat and why you should eat more through menopause. Thankfully, there are plenty of great carbohydrates out there, so relax, grab a cup of herbal tea, and get ready to learn how to make carbohydrates work for you during menopause. In case we haven't met, my name is Tracy V. Mitchell. I'm a board-certified Mayo Clinic health and wellness coach and author of the book, The Belly Burn Plan. I hold a master's degree in health and nutrition education, and for the last 20 years, I've been helping women like you live their healthiest life. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get regular video updates, each created with your health in mind. Now, back to menopause and carbs that keep your hormones in tune. Your body's going through a lot of hormonal change right now, and the last thing you need are ultra-processed carbohydrates adding fuel to the fire. Ultra-processed carbs are usually found in the convenience aisles of supermarkets and are often packed with added sugars, crappy fats, and a whole bevy of artificial ingredients that affect every inch of our bodies. When you eat ultra-processed carbs, you set your body up for blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can make it incredibly difficult to maintain stable energy levels, much less balance your hormones. So if you find yourself unusually hangry or searching for sugary foods to give you a boost, your energy levels and hormones that manage energy are undoubtedly affected. These hormone-disrupting foods make symptoms like mood swings, hot flashes, and weight gain much worse. Plus, ultra-processed carbs often lack the vital nutrients found in whole foods, making it even more challenging to get the nutrition you need during this transitional phase. So while it might be tempting to reach for that bag of chips or that soda, opting for whole food alternatives can make your journey through menopause a whole lot more manageable. Also, the more you avoid ultra-processed carbs, the easier it gets to avoid them in the future. If you're dealing with some sort of a sugar addiction right now, I know that sounds impossible, but it can happen. Eating healthier carbohydrates that are loaded with nutrients your body soaks up like a sponge becomes a positive self-feeding machine, improving your body's health with every bite you take. When it comes to our hormonal health, balance truly is everything. This balance is known as something called hormonal homeostasis, and it's crucial for our bodies to function smoothly. But what does it mean exactly? Well, homeostasis really just means a natural balance for your body. When you rock your body out of balance, your body will let you know. On the hormone side, the delicate balancing act of different hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and a bunch of others help to keep the processes like mood regulation, metabolism, and your fat storage in check. As you move from perimenopause to menopause, your hormonal balance starts to shift quite significantly. As estrogen and progesterone drop, other hormones that were so delicately balanced also begin to rock and sway, some of them much more than others. I cannot begin to explain how important it is to focus on ultra-processed carbs and the effect that they have on your hormones. Your hormones are definitely going to shift through menopause. That's just what happens. But how severely your body reacts can be greatly affected by the foods that you eat. Coping with symptoms like low energy, sugar cravings, and mood swings often drive us closer to these ultra-processed carbohydrates. We've all been there, right? We feel lousy for one reason or another, and we want to feel better. We want the immediate gratification sugary comfort foods can give us. But immediate gratification does not help us 10 minutes after we ate the cookie or drank the soda, does it? I mean, breaking up with ultra-processed carbohydrates can be hard, but once you know what you should be eating, you've at least got a roadmap. It's entirely then up to you to take the wheel and steer yourself toward foods that your body will love. So if you're going to load up on carbs through menopause, what should they be? Well, when it comes to healthy unprocessed carbs, you'll want to focus on 4 main types. I'm going to break the best types of carbohydrates down for your body right now and explain why they're so beneficial to you through menopause. This is some really good information to remember. So let's start by breaking down a few of my favorites and why you should eat them. First up, vegetables. When it comes to veggies, you can almost never go wrong with non-starchy vegetables. Think leafy greens and colorful bell peppers like broccoli and Brussels sprouts too. You can also snack on carrots, cucumbers, and celery, vegetables of this nature. These are all considered non-starchy veggies. The reason I like non-starchy veggies is because they're lower on the glycemic index and have less of an impact on your blood sugar levels. When you have less impact on your blood sugar levels, you also place less demand on another very important hormone you're probably familiar with, insulin. You can think of insulin as your body's fat storage hormone. Aside from being lower on the glycemic index and easier on our blood sugars, these veggies are also packed with fiber, which helps maintain a healthy digestive system. Keeping blood sugars in check is something you want to be conscious of, but not obsessed with. This is part of the reason why non-starchy veggies are a simple thing to add to any meal plan. You can eat them often and feel secure in knowing that they're helping you stay healthy with every bite you take. Then there are the vitamins and minerals that don't come as naturally as they do in ultra-processed foods. The vitamin C, for example, in bell peppers and broccoli can boost your immune system. Leafy greens like spinach are high in magnesium, which helps with stress relief, which is a key factor when hormones are fluctuating. There are plenty of reasons to load up on non-starchy vegetables, and you can eat them morning, noon, and night. Eat them and eat them liberally. Next up are fruits. Try to opt for berries, apples, and citrus fruits. Berries are rich in antioxidants which combat oxidative stress that can make menopausal symptoms worse. I like to recommend apples because they provide both soluble and insoluble fiber, helping you digest your food better. They're also more portable. You can really grab an apple anywhere you go. Oranges and other citrus fruits are loaded with vitamin C, which is not just great for your immune system, but vitamin C also helps keep your skin looking great, and it helps to fight off fatigue. We need all the energy that we can get through menopause, right? Really though, there is so much more than just berries and apples and citrus fruits. Bananas, kiwi, mango, pineapple, for example, are also really good for you too. They contain prebiotics that feed the good bacteria in your belly, and they're loaded with beneficial digestive enzymes. Fresh fruits are always the best place to go. Try to avoid sugar-sweetened fruits and syrup or dehydrated fruits like raisins, especially if you're trying to control your blood sugar levels. Now, let's move on to legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are fantastic sources of plant-based protein and fiber. They also contain phytoestrogens, plant compounds that can mimic estrogen in the body, but in a healthy way and keep those hormones balanced more naturally. Legumes are rich in B vitamins, especially folate and B6. Now, these are essential for neurotransmitter production, adrenal function, and overall hormone synthesis. So think of it like this. These important B vitamins from legumes help you manage your mood, anxiety, feelings of fatigue, and irritability. Of course, legumes are fibrous and help with digestion and our overall gut health. But I want to go back to the little bit that I mentioned about neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters aren't hormones, but they have hormone-like qualities and affect how we feel. A majority of neurotransmitters are made in your gut, so what you eat impacts them. Vitamin B6 in legumes is involved in the conversion of tryptophan to serotonin. This is a neurotransmitter that regulates your mood, your sleep, and your feelings of well-being. B6 also assists in the production of dopamine, which affects your motivation, the things you enjoy, and your attention span. B6 is also a cofactor in the creation of GABA, another neurotransmitter that helps to reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. So mood, sleep, motivation, attention, focus, relaxation, all the things that are affected through menopause may be made even the slightest bit better just by consuming legumes in your diet regularly. Yes, they are higher in carbohydrates, but please don't put these types of carbs in the same basket as ultra-processed carbs like plain bagels or sugary coffee drinks or a bowl of white pasta. They're not even remotely the same. Finally, let's talk about whole grains. Brown rice, quinoa, old-fashioned oats. Think of these as your friends. These whole grains are unprocessed, meaning they retain their fiber and nutrient content. These types of grains are excellent for sustaining energy, helping you stabilize your blood sugar levels too. You'll hear me say this a lot. Stabilize your blood sugar levels, sustain those blood sugar levels. It's so crucial to your health. Usually I recommend adding a serving of whole grains added to 1 or 2 meals a day. Make sure you're always putting colorful veggies and fruits to the top of the list first though. You really can't go wrong with colorful fruits and veggies. Filling your plate with these types of unprocessed carbohydrates can make a world of difference to your overall health, especially through menopause. Start by taking inventory of the amount of ultra-processed carbs that you eat right now. From there, try to swap in healthier carbohydrates. If you're consuming a lot of ultra-processed carbohydrates right now, know that moving toward a less refined way of eating can take time, so please be patient with yourself, and above all, be kind and show some grace for yourself. If you have a question or a comment, leave it below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to my channel.